Hello students, welcome back to the chapter Polymers. In the previous video lecture, we learned about introduction to polymers and brief classification of polymers. In our today's video lecture, we are going to learn one of the important concepts, that is free radical mechanism of addition polymers, types of polythenes, in that synthesis, properties and uses of some polymers. Let us begin our today's session. So in free radical mechanism, there are three steps involved. They are chain initiation, second is chain propagation, and the last step is chain termination. So how the free radical is formed? Let us have a look here. Benzyl peroxide, which is having a formula C6H5COO twice, means both the sides there are same groups. When it undergoes homolysis means the bond between two oxygen atoms, it breaks and the shared pair of electrons are equally distributed. So upon breaking, that is process is called as homolysis, the bonded pair of electrons are equally distributed between the two oxygen atoms. So upon breaking the bond, the two electrons are transferred to each, and there is a formation of benzyl free radical. So that benzyl free radical C6H5COO dot, which gives its electron for the formation of new bond. Again the homolysis takes place between carbon of benzene ring and carbon of carbonyl group. So there is a homolysis leading to the formation of phenyl free radical and carbon dioxide. So you can see the picture here. So there is a formation of phenyl free radical C6H5 dot and carbon dioxide is formed. So as we have two such free radical, that is benzyl free radicals, we can get the 2 moles of phenyl free radical and 2 carbon dioxide is formed. With that knowledge, free radical mechanism of polymerization, the first step, chain initiation step, where we are going to take phenyl free radical, which is formed in the previous slide. The phenyl free radical, which is going to combine with ethene molecule CH2CH2 double bond, so that also undergoes homolysis. The shared pair of electrons are equally distributed between the bonded two carbon atoms. Process is homolysis. So already there is a presence of one free radical on phenyl carbon, and now there is a presence of one free radical on carbon of ethene. So now the free radicals which are formed, they are going to combine in the next step. So there is a formation of C6H5CH2CH2 dot. So it is going to form an large free radical. Next, chain propagation. So this large free radical, which is going to combine with number of ethene molecules and leading to the formation of larger free radical. So you can observe, so again the same process is going to take place. The bond between CH2CH2 is going to break, that is homolysis, leading to the formation of new bond between CH2 of large molecule and ethene molecule CH2. So there is a formation of new bond, and again there is a presence of free radical, and we can call it as larger free radical. Yes, if you take n number of ethene molecule, such repeating unit, that is CH2CH2 n times, so that leads to the formation of larger free radical. So in the third step, that is in chain termination step, C6H5CH2CH2 n times CH2CH2 dot, that is larger free radical, is going to combine with another similar larger free radical, and it ends the process there, and the process is termination. So there is a formation of new bond between two such free radicals, and there is a end of polymerization, and the compound formed is polythene. Moving to the next concept of the video lecture, types of polythenes. So preparation of polythene, it is very simple. CH2CH2, that is ethene molecule, when it is heated, it undergoes the formation of polythene. Types of polythene, there are two types. One is LDPE, that is low density polythene, and another is HDPE, that is high density polythene. Reaction conditions. Catalyst used in LDPE, that is low density polythene, it is oxygen or peroxide, that is hydrogen peroxide, whereas in case of HDPE, that is high density polythene, Ziegler-Natta catalyst, that is the combination of C2H5 thrice Al and TiCl3, triethyl aluminium and trichloride titanium. That combination is known as Ziegler-Natta catalyst. Please remember, it is 1 mark important question. Temperature for LDPE, it is around 350 to 570 Kelvin requirement, whereas that of HDPE, it is 333 to 543 Kelvins. Pressure with respect to LDPE, it is 1000 atmosphere, whereas for HDPE it is very low, that is 67 atmosphere. The structures which are formed, LDPE, it is branched structure, low density polythene, whereas HDPE, it is not branched polythene with a linear and close packed structure. Moving further, properties of low density polythene. They are chemically inert, means less reactive, tough and flexible, poor conductor of electricity. Uses: manufacture of squash bottles, toys and flexible pipes. Coming to the properties of HDPE, they are also chemically inert, tough and hard. They are used in the manufacture of buckets, dustbin, bottles, pipes, etc. Moving further, synthesis, properties and uses of Teflon, polyacrylonitrile, Teflon, which is also known as polytetrafluoroethylene. The monomer for Teflon is tetrafluoroethylene. So ethylene, CH2CH2, all the 4 hydrogen atoms are replaced by fluorine. Therefore, CF2 double bond CF2 is the monomer for Teflon. So molecular formula CF2 double bond CF2. So this monomer is taken for n number of times. The component which is going to form by homolysis is Teflon, that is the repeating unit is CF2 and the polymer is going to be formed. The reaction takes place in presence of a catalyst and high pressure. So here the catalyst usually is O2, oxygen. When such repeating units combine, leads to the formation of polytetrafluoroethylene, also known as Teflon. Coming to the properties, it is chemically inert. Examples: it is used in making cooking pans, oil seals and gaskets. Moving to the next one, PAN, that is polyacrylonitrile, which is also known as Orlon or another name acrylene. So the monomer for acrylene or Orlon is acrylonitrile. So we have ethene molecule CH2CH2. One of the hydrogen atom is replaced by CN, that is nitrile group. So we have a structure here, CH2 double bond CH2 is ethene. One of the hydrogen atom is replaced by nitrile group, CH2 double bond CN. This also undergoes homolysis. If you have taken n times of that same molecule, undergoes homolysis, and there is a repeating unit is CH2 single bond CHCN. If it repeats for n times, there is a formation of polyacrylonitrile, that is the polymer. So it also takes place in presence of a catalyst, and here the catalyst usually is hydrogen peroxide. So if it combines for n times, it forms polyacrylonitrile, also known as acrylan. Example, polyacrylonitrile, which is used as a substitute for wool in carpets and blankets. There is a question here. Oil seals and oil gaskets are made of which of the following? Ethene, high density polythene, polyacrylonitrile, Teflon. Hope you got the correct answer. So we learned that in Teflon. So the correct option is Teflon. Next one, monomer for Teflon: pan, tetrafluoroethylene, acrylonitrile, none of these. Hope you got the answer. Tetrafluoroethylene is the monomer for Teflon. Next one, monomer of Orlon is acrylan, tetrafluoroethylene, acrylonitrile, none of these. You got the answer. Monomer for Orlon is acrylonitrile. So option is the third one. Next one, polyacrylonitrile is also known as Orlon, acrylan, pan, all of these. So all are correct because polyacrylonitrile, acrylene, pan, all together it is the same one. All of these. Thank you, dear students. Hope you enjoy the session. Thank you very much.